And then there was the time that she found and fell in love with this large pink plaid taffeta fabric. And she learned to wrap her hair up in it, and one Sunday she put an outfit on that coordinated perfectly with the pink wrap, and so she wore it. It must have been every bit as flamboyant as it sounds, because people came up and asked her if she had had a hair dyeing mishap. It was entirely green underneath. No, she said, I just think that this scarf is fabulous. And that's the day she learned that for some people, fabulousness is not a criteria in decision making. Then, toward the time that was coming to an end for her as a minister, which lasted about 2 years, the Columbia Space Shuttle flew up. It was a Sunday afternoon when she heard the news break on the local NPR station. Her heart throbbed and her thoughts chased each other around. These amazingly brave people launched into space because they wanted to see what was there. Their desire was so strong that they risked their lives, she thought. They were explorers, and they were doing it for every person on the planet who will never make it hundreds of miles above the Earth. That desire to discover, to risk, to put one's life on the line resonated within her. Her skin vibrated with inspiration and gratitude. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for following your dreams. She wondered, how can I honor your courage? How can I be that courageous? And it became clear to her. She would create a dance and perform it for the entire congregation. The next morning, in place of the sermon, she would choose music, print out the lyrics, and send them into the daily defunct bulletin. She would choose a modest, yet stretchy ensemble that would allow her the flexibility to leap off the stage and twirl down the aisle toward the stained glass that depicted Jesus in the sanctuary. She felt the buzz of nervous energy as she rose from her chair and gave a nod to the sound technician. Some people in the congregation loved it. One woman who spent much of her time in a wheelchair told her that it made her feel as though she could fly. And a few people thought it was an example of poor decision-making and leadership capacity. And she didn't argue. But for that woman who was soaring, she would do it all over